We're going to work on question number 4 from the graphic analysis page. So here we go. It says a ball rolling up a ramp with an initial velocity of 6 meters per second accelerates at negative 2 meters per second until it comes to rest. The question asks here, how long was the ball rolling? So we need to look at what we've got. We've got 6 meters per second to start, and it says that it comes to rest. So we've got 2 velocities, and then we've got an acceleration of negative 2 meters per second. And the question now is asking how long was the ball rolling? So really what we're looking for in this problem is time. So we're going to graph it again to solve. It's a little bit different this time because we don't actually have the time. So we're just going to go ahead and plug some things in and see where we go. So we're going to do a velocity versus time graph just like we have been doing. So velocity on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. We're going to go up 6. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 meters per second. And it's going to go from 6 meters per second to rest. But we don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to use what we know about these meters per second to solve the problem. If you remember, we talked about just a little bit ago that the velocity, which again is in meters per second, divided by time, which is in seconds, gives us units of meters per second squared. That's what we're looking for right there, meters per second squared. If we're dividing, that means we're going to use the slope. So I'm just going to use their knowledge of a negative slope to solve the problem. So we're going to start off at 6 meters per second, and then we're going to go over we're going to go down 2 meters per second every second, because that's literally what it means, meters per second per second. So we're going to go down 2, so 6, 5, 4 in 1 second. I'm going to call this 1. So 6, 5, 4 in 1 second. We're going to go down another 2 in another second. There's 2 seconds. We're going to go down another 2 in 1 second. And we end up at 0, a velocity of 0, 3 seconds into the story. So again, we're using the slope of the line right there to solve the problem. We didn't have to write any equations out in this case, but again, we're using the fact that the slope of the line is the acceleration of a velocity versus time graph to find that the ball was rolling for a time of 3 seconds. So t equals, come on, 3 seconds. There you go.